Welcome to the Raider Reveal. This is episode 5. We are fortunate today to have Julia Davies with us, star lacrosse player. And I want to thank you, Julia, for taking some time to be here today.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to just share the screen here with you and everybody out there. Take a look at some of your accomplishments. All right. So if we present this here, we have Julia has had great success, not just on the field, but as you can see in the classroom, her current GPA appears to be a 3.4. So she's getting it done in the classroom as well. 2018-19, you were a part of the GMC championship team, and I got my sweatshirt right here from Coach. All right, you were selected to the New Jersey all senior third team. It's a huge accomplishment in New Jersey. You were all division for 3 years. You were all GMC for 2 years. You ended with 85 goals, 49 assists, and 134 points. Does that seem pretty accurate?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. All right, we're not missing anything here. All right, and next year you have committed to play at Robert Morris University. Yeah. Okay, so congratulations with that. Do you have any idea of what you might want to pursue outside of athletics?
I'm thinking of studying something with like criminology. I'm really interested in like the human brain and how it works. So, and specifically like with criminal justice and stuff like that. So I want to do something along those lines.
That's awesome. I mean, at least you have an idea of what you're interested in, and that'll go a long way. A lot of people like myself had no idea. All right, I went in for business and advertising, and I walked out as a language arts teacher. So go figure. Not everybody has it worked out. All right. So let's talk a little bit about how long have you been playing lacrosse?
I've been in lacrosse since I want to say 3rd grade.
Okay, so 3rd grade, so pretty long career of lacrosse. Mm-hmm. What were you looking forward to, do you think, at the next level of play? How will that differ from your high school experience?
I really wanted to try and get to like play in an actual NCAA tournament. Like we have our conference tournaments, but like we've played in the state tournament here, but it's really nothing compared to like the NCAA Division I tournament. And that's always been like a goal of mine, just to get to like the 1st or 2nd round. And I think with RMU and like the way our team's looking for the next few years, I think we could really do that.
Okay, wow. So you have some great aspirations and playing for a top level team. Again, congratulations on that. That's a huge step in the right direction. What do you think you're going to miss the most about being a high school athlete?
I think just like I'm honestly going to miss like the family that I had like over the last like 4 years. We created such like a strong bond, and with like Shammy and Miss B, like I've been probably closer to them than like most of like the teachers or coaches I've in the school or like I've ever had. So
for those people who don't participate in sports or clubs, etc., part of that is bonding with, like you said, with coaches. What do you think that offers to students and student athletes? I mean, what about that is so important?
I think when you bond with a coach, you're bonding like, how do I put this? Like you're not just like your sports coach, like they're kind of like your life coach, because a sport can teach you like different lessons on and off the field. And I know especially with Shammy, my freshman year, her and I did not get along. She could probably tell you that. She really she pushed me to like what I like past what I thought was my limit. And she really taught me how to keep my composure when someone's screaming in your face. But she also taught me to like how to be a better player. And I honestly don't think I would be where I am right now if she never yelled at me.
And that's great. It's also a testament to you to be able to handle that, conflict up front and realize that it's going to make you a better person, and coming to that realization. Not everybody can do that, but that is important. What do you think you're going to miss the most? What's your favorite moment, actually? And that's kind of what I want to get to. What's your favorite moment in high school sports?
I think I have like 2. Okay. Obviously, winning the GMC, like that was my goal. Like throughout all of it, I just wanted to win a championship. And my sophomore year, we played Old Bridge at Old Bridge, and it's like a nail biter. Like it was the lowest scoring lacrosse game I've ever played. And I had scored the game winner with 30 seconds left, and we won 6-5. Like that was just like it was an insane game. Like I've never played a game that competitive before.
Right. The game-winning goal is always something that you'll remember, and you'll tell whomever in the future. And I don't know if they'll believe you or not, but maybe it's on tape somewhere in the age that we live in, right? I should keep that for posterity. Why do you think it's important to be involved in sports? What has sports given you outside of just the thrill of play?
It's given me some of like my best friends. Like I ran cross country for a few years too, and like that gave me some of like my best friends that I'll probably talk to forever. My lacrosse, it's just more of like the friendships and the bonds that it's given me. I think it's really important to bond with people. When you love a sport, you can easily create a bond with it, and then that just kind of unfolds into everything else.
Right. So what kind of advice would you give to incoming freshmen or students who are a little bit hesitant sometimes to join, not just sports, but anything? I mean, what would you tell them? What would be your advice?
I say do it. You honestly have nothing to lose. Like, and it'll probably end up being some of the best experiences of your life. Like this year, I played soccer just because I felt like it. And like, I was hesitant at first because I was like, I don't know how to play soccer. And like, I didn't actually like really play,
Okay.
but I had a lot of fun. Like, just, again, like just bonding with everybody. It was just so much fun.
You play a little defense, right? Or weren't you charged with, didn't they say go out there and follow kids around and,
Like, pretty much. It
yeah.
was just, I played probably like 7 minutes the whole season, but
Okay.
they just kind of said, just wherever the ball is, just run after it.
Yeah. And then again, being part of a team and part of a family like that is always important, even if you're not playing, as much as you'd like, or in your sense, maybe you kind of knew that you weren't going to play, but just
Yeah.
being there was important. How do you manage your academics, sports, and all the other commitments that you have successfully?
It was a lot of like late nights. If you would get home from a game at like 8 o'clock and you had a test to study for, or like a paper that you procrastinated that you had to write, it was really like a lot of late nights, and it was really a lot of self motivation that you kind of had to teach yourself. But in the end, it's all worth it.
So for those people who are watching younger athletes, you do have to get some time management, right? And sometimes just kind of tough it out and will yourself to get that work done, because you're not going to make it to the next level without those grades. So
Yeah.
that's important as well. Many students, don't have the skill in lacrosse maybe that you had because you played since you were younger, right? And a lot of times we have newer individuals, and they might be hesitant to play. What would you tell them specifically about lacrosse to push them into making sure that our program continues?
Lacrosse is a very hard sport to like grasp and understand. Like, I mean, not a lot of people play with this like a literal stick and a ball, but it's a lot of fun. I personally, I mean, I'm biased, but I think it's probably one of the most fun sports that you could ever play. It's just a mixture of a bunch of different sports. It's like basketball, soccer, hockey, like all in the same thing. And I think if you want to play all those sports in one, you should easily go play lacrosse.
Great. So it's a unique experience. What advice would you have to incoming high school students in general, not sports related? How do they get through their 4 years and enjoy it?
My 4 years at North Brunswick were literally like, it was like an emotional roller coaster with everything that we went through. But honestly, I wouldn't trade it for a second. It's just North Brunswick. We're very like, it's a diverse community. It's so much fun, and a lot of people don't get that experience. A lot of places to to go to school with like a diverse like environment. And I think honestly, you should take advantage of that because you're probably not going to get it anywhere else. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's a great point. The fact that you brought out the diversity of North Brunswick and how important that is for experience is so true. Not everybody has an opportunity. So, look at those positives and really embrace it and join something, right? Jump in and try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to continue to do it. There's no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So any thank yous that you have, anybody you want to thank or just be general if you don't want to miss someone.
I just want to thank like honestly all of my coaches that I've had, like Miss B, Sammy, Miss Mercier, like everybody that's ever like helped me through anything, like my teachers, like I'm trying to think. I don't know, just like all of my teachers, all my coaches, like I just want to thank them for everything that they've done for me, and like I will never forget anything that they've ever done. Like they've just really all helped me like through personal things, like through athletics, like they've really all helped me become the person and the athlete that I am today. And like I honestly wouldn't be here without any of them.
Thank you. And we thank you for being a great student athlete, for helping the team find its success, and just being a part of the school community in North Brunswick. So thank you. Thank you for coming on. All right, we really appreciate it.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right, you take care.